let me start with the daily guide. Victor Smith eyes JB seat with 1 million Ghana cedi cash. GFA TIVO exposed over 3.6 million Ghana cedi Smarties deal. Kennedy Japan paid my fees. Abraham Atta. Those are the stories we have on the center spread. I'm sure it's going to be okay.
Oh, that's it?
Talks about my wife laughs when I bleach. Okay. And then we have other stories that talks about Kennedy Japan paid my fees. According to Abraham Atta.
Can you read a bit of that? Can you read a bit of the?
It talks about how Oscar Award winner Abraham Atta. Did he win an Oscar?
No, he didn't. He presented.
Yeah.
But I said Oscar Award winner?
Yes.
Okay, that's wrong.
Right. Has revealed that the Asin Central Member of Parliament, Kennedy Japan, who is noted for his benevolent and philanthropic acts, paid his school fees when he met him at destitute some years back at Ashaiman. According to him, that singular act by Kennedy Japan made a significant impact in his life, and that is what has landed him where he is. Interesting. Very good.
All right.
I see. Now he looks very well.
So give. All right, let's do the Daily Graphic newspaper. Front page, clarify your ruling on voters register. Reko Brobe appeals to Supreme Court. If you have not seen the ruling, the paper says turn to page 26 to read the issues considered by the Supreme Court. Also, Ghana, Trinidad and Tobago to deepen cooperation, limited registration blues. EC to study reports, but mixed reactions from political parties. You know, the debate has been, should there be an extension or not? Daily, the back page of the Daily Graphic, 5 die in 2 accidents. Let's concentrate on that a bit. It says that 5 persons have died in 2 separate accidents at Mutual and Bumso in the Greater Accra and Eastern regions. In the Mutual accident, 4 males died when the Metro Mass Transit bus crashed into a tipper truck on Monday morning, leaving 41 other passengers injured, while a female died in the Bumso accident when a VIP bus veered off its lane and landed on its side last Saturday. 5 persons were injured in the Bumso accident, and all the injured were sent to hospital for treatment. The deceased in the Mutual accident are yet to be identified, while the one in the Bumso accident has been identified as Dorcas Now, who is 26. And there's been, you know, we know that there have been a series of accidents, particularly on the Mutual Road. Don't know exactly what it is, but the Ghana Highway Authority must certainly pay attention to that piece of highway. Roland, what have you got?
I've got the front page of the Daily Dispatch saying that MPP will reject 2016 election results if, and a story attributed by, I believe, a deputy youth organizer of the MPP, Mustafa Salam, hinting that the party will reject the November 7 elections if the EC fails to compile a credible register. He says though the EC has promised to respect the Supreme Court ruling, he served notice that the MPP will resist any attempt by the EC to skew the upcoming elections in favor of the governing NDC. He said this while addressing a rally at Abuabo, one of MPP's strongholds in the Tamale Central constituency.
So this is Mustafa.
Mustafa Salam is the deputy national youth organizer of the MPP. He described the November elections as a do and die affair. It's not a do and die affair. We won't die. We'll do what we have to do. I think that. But the Dispatch has this very pull out. It's always in the center spread. It talks about you have to know your constituencies and those who represent them going into the November elections. And I think this is very always educated. I like bringing this up because you go to Cape Coast South, you have Kweku Rickett Hagen, and then you also have Dr. Anthony Akutwose for Otafo, and for Shama we have Gabriel Kwejo Silfi, and then you have the details of the constituencies. Very educative, if you ask me. So you
can also get. Okay, I'm not sure. I was going to ask people to go to the EC's website. You know, they've got a lot of information there as well.
Sure. We also have that.
Let's do the Finder newspaper front page. We still need a national identification database. Papa Kwesi Indum, that's attributed to him on the front page of the paper. Angry banks chase tour as no bond has been issued to pay debts. Acute water crisis hits Kwali Meduga, others. And President Mahama confers with Prime Minister Rowley. That's all on the front page of the Finder newspaper. Roland,
we have on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, last but one paper we have. Government justifies investing ideal funds in securities. Then we also have thieves raid EC office, registration machines stolen. We're told that 4 registration machines were stolen at the time. And then Ghana Trinidad strike deal. And we have police consider protection for MPs. Back page, but rather, you go to the center spread. It talks a lot about the visiting Trinidad and Tobago officials led by the Prime Minister and then conferring with the Vice President subsequently. A lot of things that we need to talk about.
Let's do the Business and Financial Times. Women hail Access Bank's maternal health support scheme. Without strong SMEs, the future won't look encouraging, John Benjamin seemed to be saying. That's the British High Commissioner to Ghana. Small-scale mining provides 1 million jobs. You can read details on this particular story on page 3 of the paper. Back page, Chamber of Commerce inaugurates council members. GGBL renounceable rights issue opens. These are some of the headlines you find in the Business and Financial Times newspaper of today.
Those are the stories we have. Let's see whether when we go to our online portal, we're going to have some stories to look at. And Mamavi is always Majo Online that we start with, majoonline.com.
Yeah, definitely. 31 days to Euro 2016. Joy Sports roll out build-up coverage. Also, Fashion Police at 2016 Ghana Music Awards. When you go to the entertainment page, you can click on it. And I did say still fallouts of the Ghana Music Awards, something that happened on Saturday. A lot of talking points still. 4 computers containing voter registration data stolen. For a lot of us, this is like unbelievable. Says that 4 computers used by the Electoral Commission for the limited voter registration exercise have been stolen at Sablugu in the northern region. What are they using the machines for? Let's move on. Man single-handedly digs well after wife is denied access to water. An Indian man single-handedly dug a well in his drought-hit village in the western state of Maharashtra after his wife was barred from drawing water from a common well. If you click on the story, it will tell you why. But this is a brief, I mean...
Okay, the next story.
Men are there for women. They will do anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is cool.
Wow. Men can be so awesome.
Cameroon Women's Elite League goalkeeper dies, age 26, during warm-up session. This is like the second death this week related to...
but the rates compared to the general population is always low. And yesterday I had Dr. Prince Pambo in the studio.
Yeah.
He's a sports medicine specialist. He says that because it's always highlighted, so
I think this particular one, they're also blaming the ambulance because I think they didn't have the necessary things in the ambulance that could perhaps have saved.
As for Africa, we always don't have necessary things.
Can you imagine?
I'm not saying that's right at all.
What did you do for your mother?
Yeah,
Joy FM's Mother's Day in 20 pictures. What did you do for your mom?
I called her up, visited her. First call, they visited
No, Roland.
Wait.
You know, like I see through the things you say. You know that?
True, it's not true.
You called her and visited her. How is that possible?
I visited her up. I gave her a gift. Awesome.
Roland.
Even next week, I'm giving her another gift.
One of these days.
It's a follow-up.
One of these days. I'll call your mom or your wife live on air.
Charlie,
you'll be shocked.
I'll give you my mom's number. Me, I don't have a problem. I have nothing to hide.
Manasseh's folder, the message DCOP Awini left for Ghana Police. Find time and read Mediama coach Tom Strand goes a World Club report to SA Police. This is another unbelievable story.
Strand is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, they went to South Africa.
He's arrived in his home country, Sweden.
Oh, so he's left the club.
Oh,
he's left Mediama. Just like that.
Once he's in Sweden, he's a Swede. So
Fred, please click on the story. Let's read
He's a
because
Swede.
I know that they went to play a game in South Africa.
he's a Swede, so it makes a lot of
They
sense.
arrived
to go
in
back
the
to your
country without him.
Amachi Dede sang a song. He says, "Yeah, you baby, ako baby."
I'm not sure they took him off or something.
Hey, you baby,
So
ako
Mediama
baby,
coach
oh.
Tom Strand has resigned. From the club in bizarre circumstances. The Swedish trainer left a note indicating he has resigned hours after their 3-1 defeat at the hands of Sundowns.
You know, they were leading and they got to the 80th minute.
Yeah.
And from the 80th minute to the last 10 minutes of the end of the game, then they lost by 3 goals.
So what? He sold the game?
Not that he sold the game, but I think that he knows that there will be a backlash when he comes home.
Yeah,
I mean,
but whatever it is, but that's
my mind.
normal. Why would he live like that?
Yeah.
So the 2015 FA Cup winning coach has since not been found, prompting officials of the club to release a statement. And here's the full statement. And this is quote: "A resignation note has been found in his room
He only left
after
it in
he
his
checked
hotel. He
out
could
of
have
the
even
Holiday
emailed them.
Inn Express Hotel
But he didn't try at
without
all.
our consent. A
Tom
report
Strand.
has been lodged with the South African police, who have assured us of acting swiftly to know his whereabouts. Accordingly, the Ghana High Commission in South Africa has also been duly notified of the current situation. The club is in constant touch and cooperating fully with authorities to unravel the mystery surrounding his whereabouts. We would like to assure our team and fans and Ghanaians to remain calm in these trying times." Like, I don't get it. So he left the notes in Accra when they were going to South Africa that he had resigned.
But I'm surprised. He sleeps in a hotel. They don't have a permanent house. For
Well,
him.
that's what happens. He's an expat.
Yeah. Well, we have other stories on City FM Online.
We'll pursue AG for more on Bass Brandon scandal, Occupy Ghana. I'm sure by now you've seen bits and pieces of the reason we went to Smarties. Okay, cool. All right, Mama V, chill. All right, let's move on.
We also have robbery at EC office was not targeted. Robbery at EC office was not targeted, according to the officer. And then we have punished party leaders for supporters hooliganism. That's a story attributed to Dr. Indo. And then we have Baumia's claim on $250 million diverted Eurobond cash falls, according to government.
When I was listening to the story yesterday, because there was a press briefing where the finance minister addressed the press and mentioned where the money had been invested and the profit that we'd made. And I was like, so do we always have to wait for opposition to come and say something before you come and clarify? I mean, you could have told us. All right, so these are some of the stories you find when you go to cityfmonline.com today. Let's wrap up with BBC.
On the Africa page, essay raw of judges raise.
Have you heard this?
Rape comments? No.
Okay, Fred, please click on it.
Which one?
The judge who went on her Facebook page to say that something
that rape was part of the culture of black men.
Exactly. And then she was yet to see like a 9-year-old black girl who had not been raped or something.
No, listen. So what she said was what?
Okay, so let's read it.
Was said to be what? So what she said was said to be what?
Well,
I think that he's talking about a peculiar situation in South Africa. She's talking about
she is. But this is a judge. This is a judge who is still a sitting judge, very much. Let's just read the story. It says that a white South African judge has been strongly condemned for purportedly saying on social media that rape was part of the culture of black men. Judge Mabel Jansen said the gang rape of babies, girls, and women was seen as a pleasurable pastime. A petition has been launched to demand her removal as a judge. She said her comments had been taken out of context. South Africa has been hit by a spate of racism routes in recent months. Roland,
isn't also because she
take the first line.
No, wait.
Take the first line.
She's kind of done a content analysis of the cases of rape that comes to her.
Yeah, in fact, that was exactly the explanation she gave.
Predominantly, we have a lot of black men who are raping. I mean, that's the context in which I can explain what she said.
Okay, so I had a lawyer expand on this. What it also means is that even her colleague black men judges on the bench fall into this.
It says it's part
so
of
it's part of the culture of black men. We reject it, and I think that the South Africans very much reject it as well. If you say it's part of their culture, I mean, what are you saying?
I don't rape people.
But you've been defending her right now, or you're thinking about the first line again?
No, I'm thinking about what she said in the context in which she said it. No, listen. in such
It's the culture
Charlie,
of black men. It means, I mean, who grows up in an environment like that?
Listen, the point is that in every environment, whether it's South Africa or it's somewhere in the United States, etc., things that are said, depending on the race of the person, sometimes are overblown.
She didn't say most black men. She didn't
I
say
understand. She said
some
it's the culture.
black men.
And the culture,
She said it's a
and to define culture is the way a group of people live.
Exactly.
The way
So
they
what
act
she's
and-
saying is
I
that
understand.
the black men in South Africa, they are trained. I mean, the moment their
You are
mothers
taking-
give birth
you are
to
taking-
them,
you are taking
they
a-
teach them how to rape. That's what it means.
I think you're.
You know, like when they grow up, the whole mentality and the culture is go out there and go and rape.
I think you're
Really?
You're overestimating.
If somebody said that to you, would you be offended? If somebody said that about black men in Ghana, how would you take it?
So the director said we have to.
How would you take
Why
it?
wrap it up? This is all this.
Forget about Fred. How would you take it?
That's why I'm
Because
not the
it's
director.
happening.
We're taking a break.
Because this is South Africa.
I
You've
won't
taken yourself
respond to
out,
this.
and you're saying this is out of context. I think
It's out of context.
I think,
Ghana, Accra, a problem.
I think we're all part of those who want out of the bench. Stay with us. Quiet. Stay with us. Benedict also has got sports. More about where the Mediama coach is. Really, has he resigned? There's details right after this.
Gone away. Absent without leave.